The quiet comeback plan. We're now 6 months into the year, and maybe things didn't go the way you planned. Maybe your January goals felt bold back then, saving more, spending less, building momentum. But life moved fast, expenses piled up, and those ambitions quietly faded into the background. If this sounds familiar, you're not alone. The truth is, most people overestimate what they can do in a week and underestimate what they can do in 6 months. That's where the real opportunity lies. You don't need a reset. You need a strategy, not a flashy one, a real one, quiet, focused, executable, one that works behind the scenes without turning your life upside down. The goal isn't to impress anyone. The goal is to end the year in a stronger financial position than you started, with systems that quietly protect your money, reduce stress, and give you more freedom. This is your chance to shift the narrative, not with noise, but with intention. Over the next 6 sections, we're going to walk through a practical, no-nonsense 6-month roadmap to build wealth quietly. No drama, no gimmicks, just clarity, structure, and action. Welcome to 86 Dawn Finance YouTube channel, where we break down the hidden mechanisms controlling your financial life. Let's break it all down. No fluff, just the truth. Section 1. Reclaim your numbers. Where you really stand. Before you can move forward, you need to get honest about where you are, not where you wish you were, not where your friends think you are. The truth, on paper. Because in personal finance, clarity is the first step to power. Start with the basics. How much do you bring in each month after taxes? What are your fixed expenses? Rent, utilities, groceries, insurance, minimum payments. Write them all down. Now look at your variable spending. Go through your bank statements, credit card transactions, and any auto subscriptions you forgot you had. Most people are surprised by how much they bleed out in small leaks. Then, list your savings. Is there an emergency fund? A separate savings account? Any investments, no matter how small? And finally, list what you owe: credit cards, personal loans, anything with interest attached. This isn't about shame, it's about awareness. Because when your numbers are vague, your goals are fiction. But when your numbers are clear, you finally have leverage. This is the foundation. Every smart move that comes next starts here, with the truth. Section 2. Refocus your goal. Shrink it to win it. Big goals sound impressive, but they often fail because they're too vague, too far, or too heavy. That's why your next move is to shrink your target until it becomes doable, clear, and motivating. Psychologists call this goal calibration, and research from Harvard Business Review confirms people are more likely to achieve modest, specific financial goals than big, abstract ones. Look back at your original ambition. Was it to save $5 this year but you've only saved $300? That doesn't mean you failed. It means you need a new, tighter goal, one you can actually hit. Try $1.500 by December, or maybe just $100 a month. The same goes for debt. Don't aim to be debt-free overnight. Focus on clearing one credit card or knocking $500 off a balance. Momentum builds from small wins. This isn't about giving up. It's about getting smart. Real progress isn't loud. It's measured in consistency, not intensity. And the smaller the target, the easier it is to keep showing up. When you design a goal that you can hit, you start to believe that you can keep going. And that belief is where transformation begins. Section 3. Build a budget that respects your reality. Budgeting isn't about restriction, it's about direction. The smartest budgets don't look like spreadsheets from a finance textbook. They look like real life, messy, imperfect, but sustainable. If your plan doesn't reflect how you actually live, it will fail. Not because you're lazy, because it wasn't built for you. Start with your net income. What actually hits your account after taxes? From there, account for fixed needs, housing, utilities, groceries, transportation, minimum debt payments. What's left is your flexible space. That's where your goal lives. Financial experts at CFPB and NerdWallet recommend starting simple. The 50-30-20 rule. 50% for needs, 30% for wants, 20% for savings or debt. But this is a framework, not a rule book. If money is tight, you may need to go 60-20-20 or even the 20th of October 70. What matters is that your budget has room for your priorities. Don't aim for perfection. Aim for traction. Track your spending weekly. Adjust monthly. Over time, your budget becomes less of a burden and more of a habit. When your money is given a job, and that job is aligned with your goals, you stop wondering where it went. You start telling it where to go. Section 4. Build your emergency buffer before life happens. If you've ever had a medical bill, a car breakdown, or lost hours at work, you know one truth. Life doesn't ask for permission before it hits. That's why an emergency fund isn't optional, it's financial armor. According to the Federal Reserve, nearly 37% of Americans can't cover a $400 emergency without borrowing. That's not just stressful, that's dangerous. Start small. The first goal is $500, then $1. Eventually, 3 to 6 months of living expenses. This isn't money for vacations or new gadgets. It's the safety net that keeps your goals intact when life throws a curveball. And you don't need to build it all at once. Set up an automatic transfer, $25 a week into a high-yield savings account. Many online banks now offer 4% to 5% APY, giving your emergency cash a quiet boost. The goal isn't just to have savings. It's to make saving automatic, boring, and invisible. When your fund is tucked away, untouched and growing, you stop fearing every unexpected bill. You gain something far more valuable than interest: peace of mind. That's the quiet confidence that lets you build wealth without constantly bracing for disaster. Section 5. Tackle debt with a clear strategy. Debt is silent stress. It doesn't always show on the surface, but it quietly taxes your time, your confidence, and your future. If you're carrying high-interest debt, especially credit cards, it's not just a financial problem. It's a compounding one. The longer it lingers, the harder it hits. Start with clarity. List your debts, interest rates, and minimum payments. Then choose your approach. The snowball method attacks the smallest balances first, giving you quick wins and motivation. The avalanche method targets the highest interest rates, saving you the most money over time. Both work. What matters is that you pick one and start. Even small extra payments make a difference. Add $50 to your highest priority debt each month. Redirect cash from canceled subscriptions, side gigs, or your trimmed budget. According to US News, even $100 extra per month can shave years off a repayment timeline. This isn't about becoming debt-free overnight. It's about regaining control. Every dollar paid down is a dollar you reclaim for your future. Debt doesn't just hold your money, it holds your momentum. Break that cycle and you'll start moving faster than you thought possible. Section 6. Multiply your progress quietly. There comes a point where cutting expenses isn't enough. You've squeezed the budget, tracked your spending, built the buffer, and now it's time to grow. Not loudly, not by chasing crypto pumps or viral trends, but by stacking simple wins, steadily and in the background. Start with income. What can you add without overhauling your life? Selling unused items, freelance work, seasonal gigs, or skill-based services on platforms like Upwork or TaskRabbit. According to Forbes, even an extra $200 a month, when directed with intention, can shave down debt, build savings, or start an investment habit. Then protect your progress. Open separate accounts. One for bills, one for savings, one for investing. Use clear names. Freedom Fund, Future Home, Peace Buffer. Research shows that labeled accounts increase follow-through and reduce spending temptations. Finally, build systems, not willpower. Automate transfers. Set reminders to check progress. And limit exposure to anything, apps, ads, people, that trigger impulsive financial choices. Quiet wealth doesn't beg for attention. It builds in the background while others chase noise. Small moves, repeated often, backed by purpose. That's how you multiply, not just your money, but your control, your confidence, and your future. Conclusion. The year isn't over, and neither are you. You may have missed a few targets. Your savings might be smaller than you hoped. Maybe debt still feels heavy. But the year isn't finished, and you're not done. Real change doesn't require perfection. It requires persistence. This 6-month window is your opportunity. Quiet progress, clear intention, simple action, repeated. Track your money. Cut what doesn't matter. Direct your energy toward what does. Don't overcomplicate it. Focus on one financial move at a time. And let consistency do the heavy lifting. Protect your momentum. Tune out pressure. Stay focused on your lane. Let others chase status. You're building substance. You don't need applause. You need systems. And when the year ends, you'll look back and realize you didn't need more time. You just needed a better plan and the decision to start. Now you have both. Please note that 86 Dawn Finance does not offer advice on taxes, legal matters, investments, or finances. The content is intended solely for educational purposes and should not be considered professional advice. For personalized guidance, please consult your own qualified advisors. Although the information has been carefully researched and reviewed, it may not represent the latest legal or financial updates. Viewers are advised to confirm the accuracy and timeliness of the information, particularly before making any major financial or legal decisions. Until next time, stay informed, stay empowered, and stay our 86 Dawn Finance channel.